an oxygen bar. How cute. I thought those went out with the 1994. Same year they started. Maybe even the same half year they started. Maybe in the first 6 months. Stupid idea. New toy. Should help us practice. Ooh, that was a close one. I'm back early from lunch. I just had nothing else to do. But I'm not going to go back to work until lunch is over. Today is dangerously close to being a fantastic day. I should find some wood to knock on. The problems I've been pissing and moaning about at the Exchange server for the last 2-3 weeks have been multifold. There's the fact that we eliminated one of the IP addresses and one of the machine names from that server, which kind of broke the webmail. For starters, the fact that we could no longer project it out into public IP space also prevented people from using it. The fact that we needed to get a reverse proxy up so that we could place that reverse proxy inside a DMZ so that we could then use that to get at the webmail, which was broken, right? So, I mean, all the pieces. The webmail's not working right. The reverse proxy's not working right. DNS entries are wrong because we couldn't get them changed properly, and just all sorts of stuff. But the pieces have begun to fall together. And today we discovered that the reverse proxy was actually working, and that the webmail was working. Some minor changes that didn't initially appear to be working, but seem to be now. So it was time to push the reverse proxy into the DMZ, and then that didn't work. But so close. You know, that's got to be just a minor configuration problem. We have other machines working in the DMZs. They're virtual machines, and they need just to be put onto the correct VLAN. It just would not work. And I was on the phone for a couple of hours with the guys that manage the DMZ configurations, and we couldn't figure it out. So I tried something, moving that virtual server from one virtual host to another, and it worked, and it's working. And it's not just webmail, but our active sync mail is working too, and seems to be. So I'm not ready to tell anybody about it yet. I want to do some more tests on it after lunch. But it's looking promising, and this is there's a whole lot of stares at the back of the neck for the last couple weeks about, you know, their webmail. So I'm very, very, very pleased if it's working. So keep your fingers crossed. Well, good morning to you. It's Friday, and as you can probably see, I'm not at work. So let's give you that update that I'm so sure that you are just desperate to have. Yesterday I told you that we were on the verge of having a great day, and we had it. I got past the problem. We don't really need to go into it, but it was a problem with an Exchange server that was also acting as a web server that was also now had to be isolated, and it was a very old web server. No, sorry, it was a very old Exchange server. It had been originally configured when it was I an Exchange 2003 server and been upgraded to an Exchange 2010 server, and it turns out that some of the decisions we made back in 2003, 2004, when we were setting up the 2003 server, and then migrating to the 2010 server, which worked in the environment that we were in, but it made some, or we made, or who knows. I mean, I just don't know. But when it got time to trying to make a fundamental change to the way our network is structured, and trying to divorce those functions from the public-facing side and the mail side, it just broke stuff. it just broke stuff all over the place. And we found the problem and moved the server over to a place where it was slightly different than what it was supposed to be, and bing, it worked and everything's up. And it was, did some testing. Suddenly, all of a sudden, our connections to our iPads, because they all use the web ports, and phones were working again, and it was a joyous scream out loud moment. And so that was a great day, and that's, basically 3 weeks I've been working on nothing but that, and I've had the entire, half the department, because only half the department uses webmail, but chomping at my backside to get that working again. So it's been very stressful. So I went over to my boss and I said, can I take tomorrow off? And before you answer that question, I have the webmail working. And so he said, you can even take the rest of today off too. So anyway, I'm out today. Everybody's at school. And I haven't even sleeping well at night, because I just keep tossing and turning in my head, what could be wrong here in the service. There were just so many little things that had been tweaked and customized over the years that had to be identified and knocked out, and it's not our area of expertise. Some of these Exchange server just didn't hit, and we know it's going to be phased out in a couple of years at most. So it's not, you don't want to invest a huge amount of time in figuring it out either. Anyway, day off, I'm going to be doing miscellaneous stuff. I'm going to be catching up with Camp Quest stuff. I'm just going to be, and I slept in very well. I turned the alarms off and I said, I'm sleeping in tomorrow, and I did really get a good night's sleep last night, and I just haven't had one in a long time. And if Chuan had turned the air conditioning down when she left this morning, I would have probably slept in for another couple of hours. But by the time our air conditioning raises and lowers the temperature automatically during the day, and when no one's home normally, it raises it up quite a bit. And so by 7:30, 8 o'clock, I was sweating like a pig, and it woke me up. But so I could have gotten a couple more hours in, but I'll take what I got. So, wow, this is a long one. I might post this one just to get it out of the way. I can see this is 9 minutes long. I don't like doing them this long. I don't want to have to invest. I don't want you to have to be sitting there and sit down and go, whoa, wait a minute. 20-minute long episode? Think maybe I should cook some popcorn, go to the bathroom, maybe get something to drink, settle in for a while. It's like, I don't like to do that. I can be shorter anyway. Yeah, sure. Let's end it here. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, and surprise. Woohoo! I don't know. It's crazy like that.